Twitter has been incredible since Elon Musk took over, hasn't it? I mean, look, I actually pay for the verified check mark, and I know there's going to be a lot of people, they're like, oh, look at him giving his $8 to a billionaire. But I'll be honest, it's helped my engagement. I'm assuming it's helped folks find my channel since my engagement has gone up. I mean, I've definitely noticed growth ever since I started paying for the check mark, and even if it hasn't really helped my channel, frankly, I see it as a worthy investment because I'm still definitely getting more engagement on Twitter itself, which means I'm getting the voice out there and getting to have a lot of fun, cool conversations. That being said, some folks aren't quite as happy with the new Twitter system, such as AOC, you know, our favorite Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol, and let's get down to the nitty-gritty of why she's so upset with a parody account, shall we? Seeing double, AOC lashes out at Twitter parody account impersonating me and going viral. Now, I actually did in fact see this tweet when she posted it, and may or may not have responded to it, hoping that my blue check mark would really elevate it, but I'm sure there'll be a bunch of other people doing the same. But the idea to me that she's so upset about a parody account is bananas because she states they are impersonating her. Guys, Weird Al wasn't impersonating Coolio when he made Gangsta's Paradise. He was parodying it. The idea that she can't tell the difference between impersonation and parody really speaks to her low-level IQ, and how she got into government is beyond me. Account does not violate parody user guidelines, according to Twitter's Help Center. Now, I will say out the gate, this is from Fox News, and we all know how I feel about Fox News. The same way I feel about CNN. Both sides of the same coin. I mean, they're equally trash. That being said, I do want to cover this story, and if I see anything that I think is very obviously false or, leaning a particular way, then yes, I'm going to call it out. Now, obviously, if the roles reversed, and let's say this was happening to, Tucker Carlson, and he made some sort of boneheaded statement like, oh, they're impersonating me, Fox News would not be covering it. Well, They might now, but, 6 months ago, they wouldn't have. So, obviously, Fox is covering this because it's happening to a Democrat. That being said, it is still worth covering because it very much goes to show how out of touch, or even worse, how non-caring Democrats and, frankly, anyone in power is when it comes to people using, their right to free speech. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat in New York, is furious at Twitter after a parody account of the congresswoman began to go viral, claiming CEO Elon Musk is behind its recent traffic. FYI, there's a fake account on here impersonating me and going viral, AOC wrote in a post Tuesday. The Twitter CEO has engaged it, boosting visibility. Oh no, a private citizen doing what any sort of private citizen can do? Responding to a tweet? Like, that's the equivalent of getting mad at Ford if the president of Ford drove a car with an FU AOC bumper sticker. Does it suck for you? Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything wrong with it? No, not at all. That's what happens when you get to live in a free nation. The free nation that made you a representative of New York, the people who had the freedom to vote for you, the people who were able to, give you the freedom several years ago as a woman to be able to run and vote and things to that effect. So yeah, you're living in a pretty great country. Maybe, just maybe don't throw a fit about people using their rights just to, in ways that you don't like because it hurts your fifis, your fragile female fifis. It is releasing false policy statements and gaining spread. I'm assessing with my team how to move forward. In the meantime, be careful of what you see. I love that. She's assessing with her team. What's her team going to do? I mean, I'm sure they're going to try and do something. All these folks at the upper echelon of government have, these like deep six SEAL teams or something that can go into the dark web and scrub this stuff. I mean, who knows? I would not be surprised if this account does end up getting banned or something and Elon reinstates it or has his team reinstate it. There probably will be more of a brouhaha about this, but the idea that she's assessing with her team how to handle parody, something that is not only within Twitter's guidelines in terms of service, but also completely legal because of fair use. It is mind-boggling that she thinks that people should be stripped of their rights because it's affecting her. Like, this is a rights issue when you boil it down. She does not like the fact that people have freedom, that people have the freedom to make fun of her and to parody her. Why would you guys elect a representative that doesn't want you to have rights? That seems counterintuitive to what this nation was founded upon. While the fake account uses the same profile photo as the congresswoman, it makes it clear that it is not actually AOC posting under the name Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez press release parody. I can't believe people would think these parody tweets are from our office when they are clearly fake. Come on, y'all. I would never say something as stupid as that, the parody account joked in response to AOC's criticism. Oh, that's so glorious. That is brilliant. The account hit back at AOC in a series of tweets Tuesday, joking that the Congresswoman was going to make parody illegal. I mean, yes, they were joking about it, but it would not surprise me if she actually wanted that done. After brainstorming with my staff, I'm going to push Congress to make it illegal to joke, laugh, or make fun of me. Parody should be illegal, the parody account wrote. This is beautiful. I mean, it pays for the blue check mark, which, you know, is fantastic, because if you're going to be out there and be a comedian, you want your jokes to get seen or heard. Otherwise, why not tell the jokes? This is $8 a month. Very well spent, if you ask me. And just so you know, I'm not just saying this because, you know, it's happening to a Democrat. There are plenty of parody accounts out there. I'm sure there's Trump parody accounts. There's a Louis C.K. parody account that's actually really good. I like the Louis C.K. parody account. Again, if there was a Tucker Carlson or Ben Shapiro parody account, I'm all for all of it. Make fun of anyone in power. It doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. No one is above being made fun of. Some folks found that out on Saturday Night Hypnosis this past week, didn't they? I can't believe someone would do that to us, the account wrote in another response to the Congresswoman. Ocasio-Cortez has been a prominent critic of Musk and his new Twitter verification policy that allows more accounts to obtain blue check marks. Yeah, basically what it is, Ocasio-Cortez is upset that us plebeians, us low-level peasants, get to be on the same level as her now. She doesn't like that she has to sift through the little people's opinions to get to what she wants to read or see. It's so hard being a politician. While the parody does have the once coveted blue check mark, the Congresswoman's remains gray to make a clear distinction between her government account and other verified pages. According to Twitter's Help Center, by using the word parody in the username and biography, the account does not violate the platform's user guidelines. And there's the distinction. Let's say this account did not list that it was parody. I would have a problem with this, because the rules of Twitter do state you have to make it explicitly clear that it is a parody account by having parody in the username. This account does that. It is following the rules. You're getting mad at somebody for making jokes and following the rules that allow said jokes. Now, I thought it would actually be funny to go through the Twitter post, read some of the tweets, see what folks are saying, and all in all, we're just going to take some of this in. FYI, there's a fake account on here impersonating me going viral, so this is the original tweet. Right at the top, we got the Hodge twins just laughing all the way to the bank. Oh, I love these dudes. I've loved the Hodge twins since well before they were a politically minded channel, back when they were just like a men's self-help channel all about, you know, making gains and learning about, you know, dating situations. But I love to see where the Hodge twins have got. Can't wait to see what her team comes up with to deal with it. You're telling me, Richard Marshall. We got Ian Miles Chong. It's clearly marked as parody. You should also mark your own account as a parody because you're like a parody of a politician. You know what? I'm not a big fan of Ian Miles Chong, but every now and again he gets a good one in there. Not bad, my man. So you don't have a crush on Elon Musk? Oh, it's an oldie but a goodie. Good job, Gad Sad. We got Master of the TDS. It's called a parody account. This is your first day on Twitter. 1776. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty fair meme. It's hard to parody someone as brain damaged as you, Alexandria. That's really not that impressive, let's be honest. If your supporters are not able to comprehend the multiple parody labels, they might be smart enough to vote for you. I mean, hey, he got a point. It says it right here, says it right here. And to be fair, anyone that cannot tell that this is parody probably was in fact voting for Ocasio-Cortez, or at least they might not realize they're voting for her. Heck, some of the people might be dead, but they're still voting for her. Gusano, this is pretty funny. I like this quite a bit. See, son, all you have to do to add the word parody, and AOC goes, Whee! This is why women aren't funny. Can't even take a joke. You know, Natalie, I'd like to say that's true. However, occasionally there are funny women out there. I mean, haven't really seen one since Joan Rivers, but I'm sure they will make a comeback at some point. Must be so annoying not having the power to get people banned on a whim anymore. Poor little congresswoman. Oh, Cassandra McDonald, a woman after my own heart. Oh, that's not even funny. That's just patently true. I mean, after the Twitter files, we saw how much the Democrats were in bed with Twitter, and they were getting folks banned left and right. The left, they had that power. The right very clearly did not. And we can definitely tell from the reaction that AOC has given us, she liked having that power. I mean, who wouldn't? All in all, as you guys know, I am pretty much a free speech absolutist. There is very little that I do not think should be covered by free speech. I mean, obviously threats of violence, those are already illegal, so those aren't covered by free speech anyway. But anything short of that, no, anything goes. You should be able to say anything. There should be no censorship of thoughts or ideas as long as they're not infringing upon the rights of others. And you know what? Speech doesn't infringe upon anyone's rights, again, unless it is a call to violence. Should white people be able to say the N-word? I mean, technically, they are able to. You might die if you do so, but hey, you know, I'm never gonna say it. I like life too much, but for people out there that want to say it, go for it. It also teaches people like me, and hopefully you guys, the viewers, who to avoid. Do I want to associate with people using that sort of language? No, not at all. That being said, I do want to know they're out there to stay away from them. And if they are going to use that language, I want to make sure they're doing it in rooms with closed doors and closed windows surrounded by only other white people, because I also don't want to be in the presence of a murder. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments below, or let me know on Twitter, where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please subscribe. We are just over that 950 subscriber hump, which means we have less than 40 subscribers left to get to 100. So I would love if you subscribe to this channel. Please, it would mean the world to me. Other than that, I am a nerdy news channel. I do nerdy news every day. Not always about Twitter and politics, but you know, Dungeons & Dragons, anime, Magic the Gathering, movies, you name it. It's all here in the nerdosphere, and this has been Words of Paradise.